Yeah, this is for specifically Will and Dez. As you've been scouting Miami, Tony, what kind of impression or opinion did you come up with him, and how to cover that guy?
I think they have a really talented receiver core. Um, it's gonna be a challenge for us, but we've played a lot of good receiver cores this year. So as long as we go out there and play our game, we'll like the end result.
Yeah, about Tony. He's a great young receiver. He has special talents, and we got guys on our defense that we feel like can match up with him pretty well. So hopefully, we go out there, execute at a high level, and do what we need to do, and we'll be just fine.
All right, let's go left side. We'll go Alex, Aaron, and then Tony.
For Damian and Albert, just what's made you guys so well on third down in your opinion this season, and just kind of the matchup of the third down offense and defense with Miami being so efficient?
I feel like being like able to work well with each other. Communication is key with our defense. So I feel like we do a lot of exotic things on third down, and Echo does a great job putting us in a great position to go make plays. So I feel like that's been a great addition to us for this year.
It's really just everybody doing their 111th. Like, D-line, we know what we got to do. Linebackers, DBs, we all communicate what we got to do within the play and just give full effort on third down. I mean, just like every other down. And obviously we have a high success rate on third down, and there's no secret to it. We practice it for a living. We live by it, and we just execute the plan.
And then maybe for Will, just what kind of impact has Lyle Hemphill had on this defense this year, and just kind of what maybe gives you confidence that he can be the guy or is the guy going to be leading this defense moving forward as the new coordinator?
Just being around him and being around him in the facility, just hearing him talk about football and how he breaks down how defenses work and knowing what the offenses do. So, like, just having him around and having his knowledge of the game just makes it real easy for everybody to pick up on it and follow him. And, I feel like he's going to do a great job. And, back in the spring, I chose him for the DC on our spring game. So it turned out great. So I know he's going to be a good guy and good fit for us.
Okay, we're sending left side to Aaron.
As for Damien and Albert, you guys have played against this Mario Cristobal team before. So from those games, what have you guys kind of retained that information from a couple years ago? And do you think that gives you guys an advantage for this weekend?
Nah, I mean, I played against him. This is going to be my third time playing against him. I played against him the 22 season and the 23. So, I mean, obviously his coaching may be the same, but the scheme within things may be a little bit different. I mean, he got different guys. Like, it might not match up to how it used to be, and truthfully, that's remembering a lot from a couple years ago, and most of us don't even remember what we ate yesterday, so I couldn't give you an honest answer on that.
Yeah, same thing with him. Same thing what he said.
And then for all of you, just what have you seen from Carson Beck, and how have you guys kind of prepared for him?
We'll start with Albert over here on my left.
I mean, he's a phenomenal quarterback, He got the talent, he got the skill. I mean, I'm not finna sit here and disrespect him because the dude is good. Like, he's a really good quarterback. But with that being said, everyone we play from here on out is going to be good, if not great. So we just going to have to bring our game and make him one-dimensional.
Yeah, like Al said, he's a great quarterback. He does the little things right. He leads his team, and just him being an SEC quarterback in past years, he knows the level it takes to play against SEC defenses. So, I give him respect for that. But like I said before, I feel like we come out, do what we're supposed to do. We're going to be just fine.
Yeah, I feel like he got a lot of experience with what they said. We got to do a great job of caging him and setting pressure on him. And I feel like if we disrupt him, disrupt his timing, we'll do good this game.
Yeah, piggybacking off what they said, he's a very experienced guy. He's been around for a while. He's seen all kind of defenses. So, but kind of like they said, as long as we play our game, we'll be just fine.
All right, left side front to Tony from the Austin American Statesman.
Questions for Damien. Damien, obviously expecting to get Scooby Williams back. He's been practicing. You stepped in admirably for him, but what getting a guy like that back in the middle of that defense do for you guys in this game?
That'll help us a lot. Depth. We need depth in the linebackers. Playing the whole game with just two linebackers is a lot on our legs. So having him for addition for the linebackers is going to be really good for us.
Okay, we'll go right side front to Travis and Carter.
Hey, Albert, this is for you. I know you mentioned you've been in this program a long time. What does it mean to you? What would it mean to you when you saw the name in the playoffs and having been through everything you've been through in this program?
It's a great feeling, Made it through the hard times to get to better days. Obviously, we still got a lot of ball left, and obviously, you know what our end goal is, and we all know it. But I mean, it's been an adventure from when I started to everything we've been through with the Texas Bowl to the Vegas Bowl. I mean, just the growth of this program for my 5 years that I've been here. I'm blessed to say it's been a fun ride.
When you were sitting there in like 2023 and there wasn't even a head coach with the team, could you imagine being in the playoffs just 2 years later?
Nah, I would have said you a fool, I'll be honest. I would not have thought that. I mean, did I think we'd be successful? Yes. But, I mean, I didn't know who was coming in. Nobody knew. So I just kept it up in faith. And I was like, I feel like we're going to be successful. But, I mean, that was just up for chance. But, yeah, no, I wouldn't think we'd be here in 2 years, if I'm being honest, from back then.
Right side to Carter Carrolls from 247.
Albert, Miami, their offensive line's been one of the top at, not giving up sacks and TFLs. What's kind of stood out to you about them, and particularly the right tackle?
They all work together. I mean, O-line, D-line, it's all the same. Like, they all shine because they all work as one. And it's the same on the D-line. Like, they ain't give up all that for nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got some dogs over there, and we got dogs too. It's going to be a battle of the trenches, and it's going to be fun. We're going to keep it competitive. But, I mean, it's just who wants it more. That's really what it's going to come down to, and we do.
How cool was it senior day, run out with your daughter in your arms, and what do you think about it going viral and all that? Like, how cool was that whole thing?
Hate it. I hate it in the aspect of it going viral. Let me put that, because I know y'all like to clip things. So I hate it in the aspect of it going viral. Keyword, going viral. I loved it for the moment because, I mean, it's something that I'm going to cherish with her forever, and no one's going to take that away from us. So it's a beautiful moment for us, but in the social media eyes, I did not want it to go viral. This is how it happened.
And just one more for Will and Des. If Bryce Anderson's able to come back, what would that mean for this defense?
It's going to be key for us, just more depth in the back end. And, Bryce being in this defense for, going on 2 years now, like, he really understands how everything works and how everything moves. So having Bryce back, and hopefully he gets the playing time he deserves and what he needs, and that's going to be great for the defense. It's going to help everybody speed things up and everybody be on the same page.
Yeah, that'll be big for us. With Bryce being here for, a long time. Also, like, we have 3 different kind of safeties, so like it gives offenses a different look. So I think that'll be really big for us.
All right, let's go back behind the lights, TV row on the left side to Tyler from KBTX, and then Zoom.
For Will and Albert, I know you guys have senior bowl games that's coming up ahead. So when you look at the future, is there more of a sense of urgency, a sense of kind of finality, playing first your last game at Kyle Field, and then knowing that this is it as far as your college careers?
I mean, nah. Sense of urgency as in, like, wanting to win, yes. But, I mean, all that other stuff, that's down the road. I mean, we don't know what tomorrow holds, but we know who holds it, So, like, that is something that, like, we're not focused on. Obviously, it's a blessing to get invited and to accept it, don't get it wrong. But we still got to get through this weekend first. But the sense of urgency is there to do great things here for this program that hasn't been done in a very long time.
Yeah, like Al said, it's great to be invited and all the things positive, moving on past it. But the main goal right now is really to just live where your feet's at. We got a game coming up Saturday, and that's the biggest thing right now. And our goal is to make it as far as we can so we wouldn't have to play in the Senior Bowl. It's a blessing to be accepted. It's a blessing to get the invite. But, my end goal is make it to the national championship so I don't have to play in one of those games. So.
All right, we're going to go back to the backside right to some questions from Zoom.
This is a question from Brian Davis of the Houston Chronicle for Albert and Dez. We knew the expectation probably was to make the CFP, but now that it's here, what's the key to keeping the main goal, and not letting this game be bigger than it is?
One game at a time. That's really what it is. I mean, we're a part of a special group of teams to be, one of 12 in this right now. But we got to keep the main thing, and that's obviously the big trophy. But you can't get to the big trophy unless you win this game, then the next one, So, just what Will just said, being where your feet are. So that's really what it is.
Yeah, I think kind of like Al said, not making one game, like bigger than what it is. Just going out there and playing our game, not having nerves, like trusting our preparation, and just taking it one game at a time.
All right, left side middle to Rob from Aggieland Illustrated.
This question is for all four men, starting with Albert. So a video resurfaced this week about a couple of Hurricane players that came here last time and experienced what Kyle Field was like, and they said it was crazy. They never seen anything like it in their life. Can you tell me what you guys expect the crowd to be like on Saturday, and maybe say what it was like the first time you ever saw it?
Well, Saturday is going to be an amped up crowd. I mean, this might be like number one for me. Like this, in my expectations, I'm already putting this crowd at number one out of all the years I've been here. But from when I first got here, I mean, my very first game, my freshman year, was against Kent State 2021. And I remember, watching all the videos, like, oh, cool run out. But, when you ran out and you hear the crowd, the smoke, the flames, you like, oh, damn, this is really cool. I got emotional because I was just like, I made it, But the crowd this weekend is going to be it's going to be a one-of-one experience for everyone. And they're going to bring it all at that 11 a.m. kick.
Yeah, like Al said, I know the crowd's going to show up and do what they're supposed to do. They love the team. They love the culture here. And, they're going to show up like it's a night game. And for me, my first experience, coming from the Big 12, we ain't have stadiums that held 100,000 plus people. So, and then our first game being Notre Dame, night game, it was crazy. It was, unreal. So I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed everything about it. So.
Yeah, I know the 12 men's gonna show up for us. I hopefully they break the attendance record. So I want to see that. But my first game playing here, it was really loud, and it was a different experience. But playing in away games, it's nothing compared to Kyle Field. So I feel like it's gonna help us win this game.
Yeah, even though it's 11 a.m. game, I expect it to be probably the loudest it's been. I also want to say, my first time playing there was my freshman year at Alabama, and it's a lot louder on the other sideline. So, yeah.
All right, let's go back behind the lights to TV row on the right side to Sydney from KAGS.
I have two questions. The first one for Will. When we talked to you, I think it was the Texas week, you had talked about how you didn't get a chance to play in a state championship because of COVID impacting your senior year. Being here and having this opportunity, do you kind of feel like this is a second chance for you to compete on a stage that you didn't get when you were in high school?
Yeah, just being able to play for something way bigger than you is a great feeling, and just that being ended short for me in high school, it was real tough. But having another chance to play here with a team that I love and the guys, it's just great to have that feeling and have a great opportunity to do that. So it means the world, and it's going to be real special going out there playing Saturday so I can get it done.
And then my second question is for Albert. Coach Elko and other guys have referred to you as one of the OGs of this squad. First of all, what does it mean to hear that? And what has kind of been your message this week, just being one of the guys that seems to hold the fort down?
Well, first, it makes me feel like I'm old, so ouch. But, the message is always the same, everything starts with stopping the run. We got to make it easy on our secondary, Because if they can run the ball, our secondary is going to come flying up the field to, try and make tackles. And then next thing you know, play action pass. Now they got to get back in coverage. So it starts with stopping the run. I mean, interiorly and on the edges. I mean, message been the same. Like, the season ended the season ended in the way we didn't want it to end. But I remember after the Texas game, I told all the DTs, I said, like, this is the most fun I've had with a group of guys. And obviously, we got plenty more ball left. But I told them, like, from how you embraced me to accepting my fiance and my daughter, like, I wouldn't trade that for anything. And I told them, like, you forever got a home with the Regis family, like, and that's just point blank. So, we operate off of trust and love, and the message is always going to be the same.
Time for a couple more, so we're going to go to Robert Cessna, then Tony, and finish with Colton.
Damien, how have you seen Coach Bateman handle the deal? He really has two jobs. Have you seen any difference? How has he handled that?
No, it hasn't been really anything different. He kind of let us know that he's going to continue coaching us through this playoff run, so it hasn't really been anything different.
All right, and Tony Catalina from Statesman.
As for Will and Dez, obviously Miami, they have multiple guys that can make plays in the passing game, but for Malachi Tony to have more than double than anybody else in receptions wise, does that change how you guys approach this attack and try to bracket him, or how do you kind of just stop him and try to maybe make other guys beat you guys in the secondary?
Yeah, to that, it's really just us doing what we need to do. We don't really look at it as him being the number one target and him having all this high production with it. It's just more of the fact that if we know we do what we're supposed to do, we're going to be on our game. And when we're on our game, I don't think nobody can really do anything with us, honestly. So all we got to do is just communicate on the back end and execute. Like, the whole thing this week has been about executing. So if we execute at a high level, we're going to be just fine.
Yeah, it really comes down to us just communicating, having our alignment right, good eyes, the simple things. And, yeah, that'll just get it done, honestly.
All right, we're going to finish it up with Colton Becker from SI.com.
Besides winning for each of y'all, what do y'all want to accomplish on Saturday, and what have y'all seen in practice this week, and what has it felt like?
I mean, obviously, what we want to accomplish is a win. We're the first team to, make the playoffs for A&M, but we didn't do all this just to get that little 2 claps and a Ric Flair achievement, Like, we want the win, and we want to keep winning till the season's over. So it's really just it.
I really want to see us go out there, play 4 quarters worth of football, Like, Elko's been talking about all these games we've been playing, and we still haven't gave our best 4 quarters worth of football, and we've been getting the outcomes we've been getting. So I want to see what we can do and go out there, offense, defense, 4 quarters of our best football, and just see the outcome. And we do that, I'll be happy with the outcome for sure.
Yeah, same thing what Will said. Piggyback off of him. Yeah, just praying for each other, and go out there and execute and do what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, obviously a win, but for the defensive side of things, I just wanted to see us play our cleanest ball from the running game to the passing game. And, yeah.